Hello and welcome everybody. I'm David Erpen and we're here for the Game of Goats tournament, which is organized by Schattenspieler and sponsored by Chunks Playground. I'm your host and I'm here with Roman Kieser, who played the game for Team Jim and wants to explain what were his thoughts and why did he play that way. So hello Roman.
Hello David.
And yeah, so Smitty won the dice roll and started off with one set card. Let's see.
Already losing the dice roll in the gold format is actually quite bad because you start with an additional card. So you always want to win the dice roll and go first every time.
Yes, winning the dice roll can be a huge advantage. So you're starting off with a Sombira, which attacking over a Dekoichi.
Yeah.
Really strong card. Can't attack it directly, I guess. And
yeah,
that is your set card.
I had to put it in because Exarion Universe wasn't allowed, so I had to play this guy. He's kind of fine. He's strong. He gets over power shot, over high defense minions, and is searchable by Rota, and he's a dark monster, so he's good.
Yeah,
the only problem
good.
is he only on defense, so Tsukiyomi can give him a hard time.
Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. So he's losing 200 attack, and oh, there is the Delinquent Duel, a pretty strong card in GOAT format.
Especially if they have it early, they take a lot of options from you. It's only fight if the Sinister Serpent to throw it away after, also for the second part of the effect, where you can choose what card you want to discard.
Yes, I mean, that's why Thunder Dragons are also really good cards in this format, except from the +2 and the Light Monster.
Yeah, that's true.
So he hits Thorakuretsu's armor, and yeah, you decided to discard the Phoenix Wing Blast.
Yeah. Actually, this game was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I can't remember what cards I had there, but I just know by the way I'm playing here, I had quite a trap heavy hand, quite slow, no flip monsters to draw anything, and you can count the cards. He has 6, I have 4, so you can already tell that I'm in a bad spot now.
Yeah, in a kind of losing position because of the card advantage, which is, I think, was more important in the GOAT format than in today's format. If you can win by 2 cards today, it's not the same because you can't win in GOAT format as fast as in today's format.
Yeah, that's true. Normally you win by card advantage or by damage or something like Heavy Storm and Blackluster Soldier, combination like that.
Yeah, pretty strong, I guess. So
if you're ahead with a lot of cards and your life total is still, let's say, at least 5,000 or 6,000, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
And you can't almost lose.
Yeah. So there was the MST on the Sakuretsu's armor, and a set flip monster, or at least I think so.
I guess so too. And that's quite a bad situation for you, because flip monsters like Magician of Faith would be horrible for me now, because I can play around it because I don't have any Nobleman of Crossout, which is a really strong card, because if you go off with the Trinity is either Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, or Delinquent Duel, and you can get it back with Magician of Faith, you gain such a huge advantage. It's really like that. If you open with like Pot of Greed and Moth, and your opponent can't deal with your flip monster, you you are in such a winning position. It's unbelievable. And that's what's happening right now. He gets his delinquent duel back, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, that's really bad for me. Now I had to set 2 cards, if I remember correctly, because I didn't want to discard 2 cards in case he activates the card.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, now it's dangerous because of Heavy Storm. It's kind of likely that he has it because he never said anything. Oh, I play it this way around. Okay, that's kind of fine.
Yeah, that's pretty okay, I guess. Yeah, the Zombiras already dropping 400 attack, so he's on 1-7, and he can't attack directly. But yeah, that's also a reason why you couldn't play around the Magician of Fate, because Blade Knight, another out to flip monsters, only works when he's alone on the field.
Yeah. That's true, yeah.
But still, it's kind of okay, but with the card advantage of like 6 to 1 card in hand and 3 card on field, and a delinquent duo, it looks pretty bad for you at this point. Oh, and yeah.
Now, yeah, that's another power card. It's
another way to play around flip monsters.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And you draw another card. Yeah. BLS so strong, just unbelievable. Yeah. There is another set again to play around the delinquent, I guess.
That's true, yeah.
And he's
maybe it's either it's to play around delinquent, or maybe it's actually a threat that helps me against Blackluster Soldier.
Yeah, of course.
That's a good draw, but it's still you have to deal with Blackluster Soldier. It's not easy. You have to have, if he's in defense position, you have to have like Snatch Steal, Tribe Infecting, or Ring of Destruction.
Yeah, but for our viewers, could you explain what this card was doing, Pot of Greed? I mean, nobody explains this card ever in the enemy or so.
It's literally draw 2 cards.
So, yeah, pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Free
you know how to play Go, you should play it.
Yeah, of course. And you followed it up with a Graceful Charity, which is also one of the power cards in this format. Not bad.
Yeah, very good draws. Especially, I could discard Night Assailant with another Flip Monsters, which triggered the Night Assailant's effect, which says if it's sent to the graveyard from the hand, you can add a Flip Monster from your grave to your hand.
Yeah, I think you can loop 2 of them, because if you discard both, you can target the other one, and it's pretty free then at this point.
Yeah.
But I think you added the Decoichi back.
No, I'm Magician of Fate.
Magician of Fate. I'm getting these 2 mixed up. And there is the Ring of Destruction on the BLS. Not bad. But he can respond to it with a Book of Moon.
Yeah. Since Ring of Destruction only works on face-up monsters, he can save it.
Yeah, the destruction effect fizzles. And yeah, but I think you have to flip him face down in attack position, So if he wants to attack, yeah, it's a bad spot for all the the battle traps.
Yeah. Now you can expect that I have something against BLS most likely. Otherwise, I don't think I would set the monster. But he can just flip it face up and use the priority. I'm not even sure what I thought there.
Ah, yeah, I see. He still has the delinquent. I think that would be a great town to activate.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
Like that I can give myself some time. And you can see he has only 2 cards in the graveyard, one of which is Book of Moon, which means even if he draws the BLS next turn again, he won't be able to summon it right away.
Yeah, at the moment then it will be dead. So pretty good for you if when he draws dead cards. Which makes Phoenix Wingblast so much stronger in this format. Because you're delaying your opponent.
Yeah, you know your opponent's next draw, it's quite good.
Yeah. There is the Magician of Fate. Yes, I think this would be a great moment to activate the Delinquent Duo in main phase 2. But he don't.
Yeah, he still had it, but that was his mistake for sure. Because we know he still has Delinquent, and he would have gotten rid of my Pot of Greed. Yeah, I expect that he, in my turn, he was like, oh, damn it, I made a huge mistake.
Yeah, maybe I think he could seal the deal at this point.
It would have been for sure the best play.
Yeah. But you're getting ahead with 1 set. Yeah. Still.
Yeah, it's still 7 cards against 5. It's still a bad position.
Yeah. Let's see what he can do with this winning position. There is the Azura Priest, which kind of is a good card against goats, I guess, because you can attack all cards.
Now the Delinquent comes down.
Ah, yeah, I see. What do you think about Azura Priest? I think you don't play it.
I don't like the card at all.
Okay.
Because, in my opinion, it's so important to have board presence. And I agree that Azura Priest is good against goats, but if there aren't any scapegoats on the table, I don't ever want to see it.
Yeah, fair enough. I see. There's the Dekoichi, which draws cards. Pretty good. And there is a monster with a big biceps on board for Team Chim. There's the Don Saluk.
Yeah.
Good card.
Like creature, when he deals battle damage, I can discard a random card from my opponent. Or send the top 2 cards from the deck to the graveyard, but you won't ever use that.
Yeah, except he has 0 cards in hand, but it's not good because he could top deck BLS and maybe you make it live. Yeah.
Yeah, even then I probably wouldn't even use it. Since you can mill the Sinister Serpent.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a free +1 for your opponent.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. And there is another interesting card he's playing. There is a Shining Angel engine. I think he will summon another one. Or what can he summon with Shining Angel?
I'm not even sure.
I think there will come another Shining Angel down, but
probably. I think the best light monsters are Shining Angel and Magician of Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, maybe you can use Tsukuyomi to book.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Book of Moon. Yeah. And there it is. He summons another Shining Angel. Which attacks, and now you're on 6/6 life. Yeah.
And
At today's, yeah. Yeah.
I'm still down to cards.
Mhm.
So the best chance for me right now isn't to go for advantage, but to stall it out to get like a great Blackluster Soldier to push for some damage.
Yeah, Blackluster Soldier would be game if he will not set any cards. Yeah.
No, it wouldn't even be. It's like it's 1/6 over the Shining Angel. Then he has still 3,000 life points, and he can just summon another monster.
Ah, yeah, you're right. I'm so. Yeah, you can summon another one, so it's not game. I was just seeing the 4,600 without another monster from Shining Angel. So yeah, at this point it looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think
No,
you.
he's not playing summoning Ashura Priest anymore because he's most likely afraid of Torrential Tribute. Maybe even of Mirror Force, but Mirror Force I would have used it before on the Shining Angel attack on Don Saluk.
Yes.
So yeah, he's most likely afraid of Torrential. It's the only reason not to play Ashura Priest in this position.
Yes. And there is the Magical Breaker coming down with an attack over the Shining Angel.
And I did that to push for some damage and put some pressure on. Because Breaker is kind of bad if you can't shoot any back row.
Yeah.
Especially if he didn't play a Snatch Steal yet, so he could just take it and shoot my back row.
True.
It would like be an insta-loss for me in that position.
Yes. But on the other hand, Azura Priest can't get over it.
That's true, that's true. But this play just tells me that I don't have anything else to block the damage that Shining Angel could give me.
Yeah. Fair enough. So Smitty is deciding what he will summon. And yeah, I guess you played against Matzeup in this duel, in this round, but Smitty is playing for him. Yeah, they're good friends, as far as I know. Oh, another good target.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
Yeah, pretty good. Summoning DD Warrior Lady. Getting rid of almost everything. Yeah, so at this point you're just stalling because of, and trying to go for game, maybe with the Blackluster Soldier.
Yeah.
I think you're playing Chaos Monsters as well.
Yeah, in this position I think I set Mystical or Dust, because if I had a Battle Trap I wouldn't have summoned by Breaker.
Okay.
And yeah, the Dust or MST would be able to prevent the Snatch Steal on the Breaker.
Yeah. That's fair
that's really just my guess. I really don't know anymore what I had there exactly.
Yeah. fair enough.
No, it's not an MST or not a dust, because I most likely would have used it on the M phase now.
Yes.
On his back row.
Maybe you have like a Phoenix Swing Wing Blast to put it on your deck, if in case.
Now summon Reaper in attack position. That means I have to wait to out his face down monster.
Yeah.
It's wrong to play the other way around, since Torrential Tribute is a card. If he had now Torrential instead of Sakuretsu, he maybe would have had to use it on the Reaper summon, because he has to expect that I have a Nobleman of Crossout, otherwise I wouldn't summon it in attack position, which means he would get rid of his own monster, and I wouldn't have to use my Nobleman. Yeah, it's not a waste of card.
Yes. Yeah, Nobleman was pretty good, but Sakuretsu was good as well, so he's still in the winning position and on so much card advantage. And now there's the Zura Priest just coming down always for 1/7 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can really tell I'm in a bad position, because he has more cards and my life points are lower. That's quite an indicator.
Yeah. I think life points didn't matter more at this point as they do in today's format, except when you're playing against Trickster. Yeah, because at the moment it's just a resource which only matters if you have 0. And at this point in GOAT format, you always have to fear a Ring of Destruction on the opponent's own monsters and stuff like that. Yeah, and Smitty is deciding. So, is he? No, he's not pushing for game yet. Bringing you to 100 life points. But now you're really on the clock. There is not much life points left. Yeah, just setting a monster.
Yeah.
A Nobleman of Crossout.
There wasn't a Nobleman played until now, so the chances are quite high that he has one.
Yes.
And I didn't have a set monster quite in a while, so I kind of have to expect it.
Oh,
that's still the Black Lotus Osh that we gave him back.
Yeah, now coming down. Using priority, another thing we don't have in today's format. What was it really like to play with priority in this time?
It wasn't that big of a difference in my opinion.
Okay.
Priority isn't even that important in this format. It's like, it's maybe good against Bottomless, against your Tribe Infecting Virus, but I don't think, it's only good against, against Ring, on DLS and stuff like that, but I don't even think it's that often that good.
Okay. But using a spell speed 1 effect on summon is pretty good. I mean, otherwise you could activate TT or Ring or Book of Moon, and yeah, that's not a thing in this format.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just passing. Now he's pushing for game. Let's see if it's enough. No, there is the Ring Blast.
And again, I can discard Night Asylum, which gives me another monster back from the graveyard.
Yes. I think now you could loop because you have 2 in graveyard, but you're deciding to go for the Moth.
Yeah, it's
the only card who can gain you
such a bad
advantage.
I had to get like Pot of Greed or Graceful Charity to give him like a Heavy Storm, Black Luster Soldier combo to even have
a chance.
All chance to win.
So there is your knock on his muff.
Yeah, now we are looking in each other's decks. Since Nobleman Cross Out says as soon as it hits a flip monster, you have to show your opponent your deck, so he can check that you don't have any card or any other flip monster with that name in your deck.
Any other copy, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good opportunity to gain an overview of what is your opponent playing and how to side in game 2 or in 3.
Yeah.
So good card in this situation. Gaining as much information as possible before you're kind of losing the game. Yeah, and there's the Azura Priest. Maybe followed by a knock. And you're straight.
Yeah, that's it. Didn't have anything to block the Asura, so just looped it up.
So now you're in the siding process, and do you even side in this format, or what were your options at this point? I think you're going first now.
Yeah. Just if I remember correctly, when I used my Nobleman on his Magician of Faith, I've seen that he plays Scapegoats, and I have Needle Sealing in my sideboard to punish that.
Okay.
It can often happen that you set like a monster, your opponent goes into end phase Scapegoats, into Metamorphosis to summon the 1000 Iris trick, and if you can flip Needle Sealing at that position, you immediately get a +1.
Yeah.
It's actually great. It's good to turn games, and even if you throw it in a bad spot, you can still discard with Phoenix Blooming Blast or Tribe or Graceful Charity. Yeah. It can be bad, but I think it saves you more often than it is dead. But it's not good enough to play in the main, because there are quite a lot of decks that do not run Scapegoats in the main, and then it's really almost always bad. You don't want to see it then.
Okay, but you're not playing stuff like Trap Dust Shot to go first?
No.
Okay.
My side was kind of bad. I really almost always only used my Needle Sealings.
Yeah.
And maybe I switched up the Warrior toolbox a little bit, but not by a lot.
Okay, fair enough. So you're starting your turn off with Thunder Dragon and the T lineup. So set monster, set back row. Pretty standard in this format. Yeah, and he's responding with a set monster and a Metamorphosis. Interesting. That's a card we don't see very often.
The monster G.Y.M, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a bad Dekoichi.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a 1000 eyes of restrict.
Yeah. I don't know if that's correct, because I only would risk that much if I fear Magician of Faith that could get a Trinity card back, but since I didn't play any spell cards in my first turn, he can expect it to be something like Dekoichi or Sangen. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly, Dekoichi. And just that play, he lost a card.
Mm-hmm.
He used 2 cards against my one card, which is quite bad for him.
Yes. I'm not sure when you activate the effect of 1000 eyes of restrict, targeting a monster, and you chain Ring of Destruction.
The monster stays where it is.
Okay. So it's not the game mechanic. I think if you use the union effect to get something, then the card would be sent away by game mechanic, but maybe it's just an effect, so the monster stays.
Yeah, I can't tell you exactly why, I just know that it works like that.
Okay, fair enough. So there comes another Shining Angel.
Yeah, it's actually good to counter the creatures.
And Donsalux, like in last game.
Yeah.
Because of the equal attack, and you just can summon another one. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a 3+1.
And he goes for the DD Warrior Lady, attacking the second Dekoichi. Yeah, at the beginning when I started to play Goat format, I thought Dekoichi can draw multiple cards for every Dekoichi on the field, but I think it's another card which has to be face up on the field when you flip it. Yeah,
I even think it's a normal monster with really trashy stats. You won't ever see that card.
So only one draw from Dekoichi.
Yeah, always.
But worth it. Good card. And there comes the first Chaos Sorcerer, which is using priority to get rid of the DD Warrior Lady. He's just a bit worse BLS because he can't banish flat monsters.
Yeah. And he's less good to push for damage. It's quite a difference between Chaos Horse and Blackluster Soldier, but it's still an amazing card because his attack and defense are great. It's hard to deal with him.
Yeah. And there is Azura Priest, seeing kind of the same problem as you already mentioned. You can't get board presence with it because it comes back to hand. But in this moment, the Night Assailant just deals with it. And he sets another card, so set Heavy Storm would be pretty good at this point.
Yeah, the Master Storm, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really a rarity. I almost never do it. Always when I do that, I get MST'd or Breaker, and then you just cry. You don't ever want it to happen to you.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And here I do not attack because Chaos Horse is too valuable to me. I didn't want to risk him dying to any kind of battle trap.
Yeah.
I maybe would have done it if I had a monster to build my board presence back up, because I can tell I don't have a flip monster in my hand right now, because I don't have any reasons to not set it if I had it.
Yeah. I think Chaos Sorcerer is also really good out to BLS from the opponent. It's also very
to counter his BLS,
valuable.
To counter his BLS, or what do you mean?
It's also good out to a BLS.
Yeah.
And he never come back with stuff like Call of the Haunted, or yeah, you can't bring him back. There comes the Dust Tornado, hitting the Sakuretsu's armor. So you would have lost your Chaos Sorcerer if you tried to attack.
No, it's a new card, the Sakuretsu armor.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what the face down is.
Yeah. But at this point it looks like you're in the spot from last game, but just switched sides. He's on really low on cards, and you're 6 cards in hand, or 7.
7 plus 2 on field, so I have 4. I have 4 cards more than he has. It's a great position for me.
Yeah, looks pretty strong.
Yeah, because I am in such a good position, I don't have to take any risks. That's why I don't attack with Chaos Source. I know if I can just stall, I'm fine.
Yeah. As long as he does not draw so many power cards. But that's a risk you can take, I guess. And there is a pretty strong Graceful Charity discarding.
Discard 2 trashy cards.
Yeah, cards you can get back next turn.
And now I'm ready to attack, because now I drew monster that even if Chaos Sorcerer dies, I can set the new drawn monster and still be ahead on monster presence on the field.
Yeah. And he responds with Scapegoats. Pretty much the signature card of this format. That's why it's called Goat format. Yeah. But you said you don't like it as much. I think the impact it has in today's format is way higher.
Yeah. With the monsters and the nightmares, yeah.
It's such insane advantage you can gain. But yeah, with Metamorphosis, it was still strong back in the days.
Yeah, Metamorphosis now it would have been good for him, but he didn't have it, otherwise he would have played it for sure.
Definitely.
And I think I forgot the Sinister here, because I'm bad.
Yeah, who cares about Sinisters as long you have Thunder Dragons to discard. Yeah, there is another out, 2 goats. There's a tribe infecting virus. Yeah, now the Sinister Serpent would come in clutch. But there you go.
I just had the nuts, so I thought maybe I don't even need the Sinister. There's no way. There's no card combination that could save him now.
Yeah, I see. I think you had to discard the light monsters anyway because you needed them in graveyard for
Oh yeah, that could
two,
be true. That could be true, yeah.
and you saw no back rows, so I think you wouldn't expect the Karibo to negate
No
the
way.
damage.
No way.
Yeah. So the game was over in your eyes. So now you're preparing for the third and last duel, in which you will go second.
Yeah.
99% of all cases.
I didn't cite anything now. In the third round, yeah, I actually, for the second round, I sided 2 needle ceilings in, and for the third round I sided 1 out, because sometimes when they see you playing needle ceiling, they side out their scapegoats to give you a dead card.
Yeah.
But right now, since he didn't see the card yet, I just thought, well, I just keep it in.
Yeah, I think there was no knock on a flip monster, so he wasn't looking through your deck. And he,
yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah, and he did what I already mentioned last time. He sided in Trap Dust Shot for going first, or at least it looks like, hitting your Spirit Reaper. So already kind of telling that he has no battle traps set.
Yeah. I would expect an MST or a Dust Tornado now in his back row.
Yeah. And there you go, the MST. But there was a battle trap, pretty interesting. So again, the T opening.
But also this quite a huge card to start with, because you not only get to put the monster back, but you also get the information on what cards your opponent is holding. So now he most likely can tell what monster and face down card I have, and he can just play around it. Yeah.
Yeah, now the Koichis would be really good, because then you can get 2 new cards, which he won't know of. Yeah. But it does not look like it.
Yeah, I didn't flip the monster, and the only monster I wouldn't flip in this situation would be Night Assailant, so I guess it's the face down in the middle is a Night Assailant.
Yeah. Do you play Morphing Jar in this build?
I play it, yeah.
Okay. Would be also a card which, if you have too many monsters in hand, you wouldn't activate at this point.
Yeah, and he would have set more cards most likely.
Yeah.
Because he knows I have Morphing after the Trap Dust Shot, if I had it.
Ah, true. That's, yeah. So you're getting the Thunder Dragons. Pretty good against a Delinquent. Just in case he has it. And there is the Dekoichi going for pluses. And there is your Delinquent getting rid of 2 cards of his hand.
Yeah, that's really important.
Yeah, at this point, with only 4 cards in hand, Delinquent can be huge.
Yeah, the Shining Angel would have been good for him. He could have double killed with my Dekoichi.
Yes, of course,
And
definitely.
then version of the monster.
And there goes the MST. So now you're card again on a huge card advantage.
Yeah, thanks to the Delinquent and thanks to the Koichi.
Yeah, pretty good.
An additional card.
A muff would be really, really crucial at this point.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Shining.
Yeah, summoning maybe the DD Warrior Lady.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe play 3. But I think we only saw 2 at this point. Oh, he plays 3. Yeah, fair enough. So there is the Night Assailant.
Yeah, it's a Night Assailant.
Getting rid of Shining Angel without triggering him. Fair enough. So Smitty just paused turn after that. Ooh, there is the Magical Breaker. Hitting Scapegoats. I think that's also a pretty good reason to play Scapegoats, just to chain them on Breaker or MST, getting immediately +1 or kind of +1.
Yeah,
saving
it's
the
fine.
other back row.
But still, if you don't have Metamorphosis with it, I don't think it's strong enough. It's, in the end, just buys you time while losing a card.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you're just attacking over the goats, slowly but surely getting rid of them. So let's see if Smitty can fight back. Now, it looks pretty good for you at this point. There's the Ring of Destruction.
Yeah, which tells me he has a heavy storm. Otherwise, he wouldn't use it so desperately.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. And you get rid of another escape.
Yeah, and I...
Can you get rid of the second escape?
Why? Or can I?
Can you? Can you put it kind of back? Just with
back so, yeah.
Okay.
I just know you can't banish face down tokens, but
yeah,
the deck
that's
your problem.
Okay, I see.
And I did that because I fear Metamorphosis, and I had a bad card to discard.
Yeah.
If I only had good cards, I wouldn't have gone for that play.
And there is the card we spoke of. There is the Morphing Jar.
And in this position, I still have normal summon, and I didn't use any Chaos Monster yet. So I thought, I hoped, I just want to draw Chaos Source and any normal summon, and I can win instantly. But I didn't, so I just had to go for pluses with the Reaper.
Yes. Discarding a Warrior Lady. And now we see that both storms are gone. You just set everything.
After Morphing Jar, it's huge that your opponent's Morphing Jar is gone. Because otherwise, you can't play too much back row because Storm pretty much kills you. But if you only set like one card, you can get like MST'd, and then he summons Tsukiyomi, books down your Morphing Char, sets everything, and then you're in such a bad position. It gets so many 3+. You lose the game right there if that happens to you.
I see. There's the knock. Strong place. Hitting the muff. And now you just can attack the game.
That's enough.
That's more than enough. So yeah. That's 2-1 for Team G.Y.M for you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And I hope we'll see you again on the what was it, in the semi-finals? Yeah.
Round 3 semi-final.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to my co-host for explaining the plays, and hope to see you again.
Yeah, thank you and goodbye.
Bye.